Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about what it's like to own 3 cats and all the responsibilities and things you should consider if you planned on having any cats and becoming a mommy kitty. The first thing you need to consider is what type of cat do you want? Do you want a little Siamese, or do you want a tabby cat, or do you want to be like me and have a blue Russian? It's completely up to you, and this cat is a Siamese. Come here, look! 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 Some things to consider are the cat's personality versus your own personality. Does your personality Mason? No, sir. No, sir. No. Dogs are a little bit different than cats. Dogs kind of like to seek your approval, and they want to know that they're loved, and they constantly have to be by your side, almost attached to you and your personality. Cats can kind of do their own thing. They don't really care necessarily if they're approved by you. They just do their own thing and they're fine with it. So they're very independent creatures. One thing I love about cats is how a cat can just curl up in the middle of the night and get underneath the covers with you and just snuggle almost like a little puppy would. And that's something I didn't expect that my cat would be doing. I always thought they'd be in the mode of being so independent that they really wouldn't care about you to even snuggle with you at night, and I'm just really happy mine does. Another thing about cats are so unusual. They do the funniest things. I know in the middle of the night I'll have some whining noises come from downstairs, and it almost sounds like a squealing baby or just a whining baby, and I'll find that one of the cats has just a toy wrapped up in their mouth and they just holler with it, and it's just really cute. It's almost like a muffled sound, and it's just simple things like that that seem to surprise me about cats and what they're capable of doing. I own 3 cats. I own a tabby that is 9 years old. I own a Russian blue that I believe she is 6 years old, and I own a little Siamese, and she's 2 years old, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of pictures of her. And each of my cats have their own personalities. Some of them are lazier than others. Some of them are more peppy and want to show me love, and they're just really quite creative with how they try to bring things to my attention. I have 3 different connections with each of my cats. So I was thinking about funny stories of when I first had my first cat. His name is Mason, and he's the big tabby cat. And when I was probably about 20 years old, I got some Taco Bell, and I was throwing it into the trash can, and I noticed not only did the actual Taco Bell go into the trash can, but he went into the trash can too. He literally leaped into the trash can, and that's the last I saw of him for a little while, and he just stayed in the trash can. But it's just really funny. I also discovered that he liked yogurt at a very young age because I was having a little pizza party, and I had yogurt on the side of the bed, and the next thing I know, he was gulping it up. But I believe yogurt's actually pretty good for cats. I know yogurt is within their cat food. So there's just all kinds of funny stories in cats. Cats really can make you laugh, and you wouldn't think they would, but even though they're independent, they're on their own so often, they do come around you more than what you would think they would. Some people ask me, are cats even smart? And I do believe cats are very smart, although they don't present themselves as if they really even care to learn, or they're almost reluctant to even show that they have any critical thinking skills. But if you have a cat, I think you'll soon be able to answer this question yourself and pretty much reply that yes, they are smart. And of course, you know, as the mother of the cats, I'm gonna say yes, they're very smart and they do this, they do that, and that proves it. But I want to say I can understand how some people would come off believing that they're not smart simply because they don't show a lot of willingness that they're gonna learn. Now some of them do, but most are so independent and almost have a very aloof and, you know, non-caring attitude that it would make you believe that they just don't care to learn. But if you have a cat, you'll know what I'm talking about. So but the big question is, would you buy a cat or would you own a cat? And that's completely up to you. I absolutely love owning cats. I think they're perfect for my personality, and we get along pretty well, and so far we haven't had any complaints. So I think it's a pretty darn good relationship, and if it's up, you know, if it's up to the cat will probably pick you. So now the question is, do you guys have cats? And if you do have cats, how many do you have? Do you have 1 or do you have 5? And also, leave me comments down below on what types of cats you own. And anything you'd like to tell me about a funny story about a cat, or if it's your cat or if it's someone else's cat. But I'll talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching the video.